Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Now, I love sports. The ones that make you go, wait, people actually compete in that? Well, buckle up, my friends, because today we're diving headfirst into a pool of the most unusual, the most bizarre, did I just get pranked by the sports gods? Games you've never heard of. Get ready to meet some athletes who are pushing the boundaries of what's possible and what's, let's be honest, a little bit wacky. This is gonna be fun. First up, we're heading over to Sri Lanka, where the streets are alive, with the sound of tuk-tuks playing polo. You heard me right? Forget those fancy horses, we're talking three-wheeled motorized madness on the field. Imagine this. You're in a tuk-tuk, helmet strapped on, mallet in hand, chasing after a ball while trying not to crash into your opponents. It's like bumper cars, but with a touch more elegance. Okay, maybe not elegance, but definitely more chaos. And the best part? These tuk-tuk drivers are serious about their polo, so if you're ever in Sri Lanka and looking for a wild time, skip the beach volleyball and sign up for some tuk-tuk polo. Next up, we're jetting off to Southeast Asia for a game that's like volleyball, on steroids. And also, you can't use your hands. Confused? Welcome to the world of sepak takraw. Picture this: a small, hard ball made of rattan, a net, and a bunch of athletes with lightning-fast reflexes and legs that seem to defy gravity. These guys are kicking, heading, kneeing, and chest-bumping that ball over the net with the kind of skill and precision that would make a Swiss watchmaker jealous. It's like watching a martial arts movie mixed with a Cirque du Soleil performance, all while keeping score like a volleyball match. The athleticism is off the charts, the rallies are intense, and the whole thing is just mind-blowingly cool. Seriously, if you haven't seen sepak takraw, do yourself a favor and search it up on the YouTubes right now. Alright folks, get ready to bounce into the wacky world of volleyball. Imagine this: a giant inflatable court, trampolines on either side of the net, and a whole lot of bouncing. It's like volleyball, but with a whole lot more airtime. Players are launching themselves sky high, spiking the ball with enough force to send it into orbit, and landing with the grace of a gazelle on a trampoline. It's a visual spectacle that's part sport, part circus act, and all kinds of awesome. So if you're looking for a sport that's as fun to watch as it is to play, probably, volleyball is calling your name. Okay, I'll admit it, this next one is a little different. Get ready to wiggle your toes, or maybe just hide them under a blanket, because we're talking toe wrestling. You thought arm wrestling was intense? Try locking toes with your opponent and battling it out for foot-to-foot supremacy. It's like the ancient gladiators, but instead of swords and sandals, it's bare feet and sheer toe strength. Look, I don't know how this sport got started, but I gotta give props to the folks who take it seriously. They've got training regimens, special toe strengthening exercises, and probably a whole lot of foot powder. So, next time you're hanging out with your friends, ditch the board games and challenge them to a toe wrestling match. Alright folks, if you thought ironing was a chore, wait till you see this. Extreme ironing takes this mundane household task to a whole new level. Literally. We're talking about ironing on mountaintops, underwater, while skydiving, you name it. These daredevil ironists are all about pushing the limits of both ironing and their own sanity. They're scaling cliffs with an ironing board strapped to their backs, diving into the ocean depths with a waterproof iron, and even pressing their clothes while hurtling through the air at 120 miles per hour. It's like performance art meets extreme sports with a dash of "why didn't I think of that?" thrown in for good measure. So next time you're complaining about ironing your laundry, just remember these brave souls who are pressing their clothes in the most extreme conditions imaginable. Get ready to rumble in the ring, and then strategize on the chessboard. That's right, folks, we're talking chess boxing. The sport that combines the mental agility of chess with the physical intensity of boxing. It's like something out of a Rocky movie if Rocky spent his training sessions playing speed chess. Imagine this: two opponents facing off in the ring. 1 minute they're throwing punches, the next they're contemplating their next move on the chessboard. Talk about a mental workout. Chess boxing is not for the faint of heart or the weak of mind. Alright folks, get ready to get down and dirty with this next one. We're heading to the peat bogs of Wales for a sport that's not for the faint of heart, or the clean freaks. Bog snorkeling is exactly what it sounds like. Snorkeling through a muddy, murky bog. Forget the crystal clear waters and colorful fish. This is all about embracing the muck. Competitors don their snorkels, flippers, and a whole lot of courage as they plunge into the murky depths. The goal? To navigate the bog as quickly as possible, using only their flippers to propel themselves through the mud. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next sport is a real doozy. We're heading to Finland, the land of saunas and wife carrying. You heard that right. In this hilarious and slightly bizarre competition, male participants race through an obstacle course while carrying their wives, or, a willing teammate, on their backs. And the prize? The winner's wife's weight in beer. Now, that's a prize worth fighting for. From piggyback rides to fireman carries, there are all sorts of techniques involved in wife carrying. And let's be real, it takes a certain kind of couple to not only participate in this sport, but to actually excel at it. So if you're looking for a unique way to test your relationship and your upper body strength, grab your significant other and sign up for a wife carrying competition. Get ready to roll, folks, because we're about to enter the wacky world of zorbing. Imagine this. You're strapped inside a giant inflatable ball, rolling down a hill at breakneck speed and laughing uncontrollably the entire time. That's zorbing in a nutshell. It's like being a human hamster ball, only way more exhilarating and slightly less dignified. From gentle slopes to steep hills, there are all sorts of zorbing courses out there to satisfy your need for speed and bouncing. And the best part? No matter how many times you tumble head over heels, you're safely cushioned inside the inflatable sphere. Hold on to your cheese wedges, folks, because this last one is a real wild card. We're heading to Gloucester, England for the annual Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling and Wake. Picture this: a steep grassy hill, a wheel of cheese hurtling down at speeds of up to 70 miles per hour, and a bunch of people chasing after it with reckless abandon. It's a spectacle that's both exhilarating and slightly terrifying, like a scene out of a Monty Python sketch. The goal? To be the first one to cross the finish line, which, let's be honest, is easier said than done when you're dodging a runaway cheese wheel and a stampede of people. Broken bones? Sure. Sprained ankles? Definitely. A whole lot of fun? Absolutely. And there you have it, folks. 10 of the most unusual, the most bizarre, the most, did that really just happen? Sports from around the globe. From the chaotic streets of Sri Lanka to the muddy bogs of Wales, these athletes are proving that competition can be found in the most unexpected of places. So next time you're looking for a new sport to try, or just a good laugh, remember these wild and wacky games. Until next time, stay weird, stay sporty, and keep on laughing.